Hello guys, today we are going to deal with our first writing, which is about film review. Here this is just a template of a film review. So what we mean by film review is when you, for example, watch a movie, for example, or you liked a movie and you still remember all the details about that movie, so you just write a review of this movie. You mention some details about it and you talk about the plot or the story of this movie. That's what you mean by film review. So the writing of film review is composed of three parts: introduction, body, and finally, conclusion. And by the way, this is not the only way of writing film review. This is just an example, but everybody can write it in his or her own way. So, let's see what to do with what we have here. So here, the first thing to talk about here or to mention is the title of the movie. Between inverted commas, as you can see here, title of movie, you choose a movie, for example. So, X movie is one of the films that attracted my attention. It was produced by, you can mention here the name of the producer, name of the producer, whoever, name of producer, in the date of production. Let's say, for example, in 2010. Just an example here. It is here, what do we have? It is film. Here we talk about sort of movie. And what do you mean? Is it drama, action, comedy, etc., etc.? It's your choice. Okay, so it is a drama, for example, movie, or it is an action movie, or it is a comedy film or movie, whatever. The castings are the famous. Here we talk about the main actors, and most of the time you mention only two. So let's say, just to give you an example here, are the famous Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. Just an example here. Right, so this is the introduction. Introduction most of the time is composed of title, producer, the name, the date of production, what type of movie is that, and the main actors. Okay. Now, during here you talk about duration of the movie. For example, during 2 hours, during 1 hour and a half, during 3 hours, whatever. The movie X, title of movie again. Like the movie X, as I said, evolves around, and here we have what we call plot. What is it? It's a summary. It's the story of the movie. Okay, the events happening in this movie. What are they? Then we move to the conclusion. To sum up, to be honest, in my opinion, as far as I am concerned, for me, in my view, you can say whatever here as an expression either of summarizing or expression of opinion. Here you express your opinion. I really appreciate that movie. I really like the movie. I really love it. I really adore the movie. I really find it extraordinary because you justify the opinion. For example, it's extraordinary why, it is bad why, etc. Then we finish by, so I recommend it to. To whom do you recommend this movie? Who do you want to watch this movie? Example, I recommend it to my family, to my friends. Okay. Be simple and clear. Okay. Now, as I said from the very beginning here, this is not correct, by the way. So, this is just an example, and you can write it in your own way. I move to an example that is already written and see what we have as components of writing about film review. So, sorry, just a minute. Here we go. All right. Here we have introduction. Here we have the body, and then we have conclusion. It's not 100% what we saw right before. It's another method. In my free time, I like watching movies. This is just an introduction here. I love all kinds or sorts of movies, like American, Indian, and Moroccan movie. This is, as I said, it's not to be mentioned. You can just add it. You just introduce it, for example, or add it to your introduction. Here, this is the most important. I watched more than 100 films. However, the best movie I watched was Shawshank Redemption. What do we have here? The title. It is drama and mystery movie. Here, the sort of movie. Directed by Frank Darabont, the director. This movie was released in 1994, the date of release of that movie. Okay, and as you can see here, I didn't mention the main actors. So, what I mean, it's not that important to include all the details that we saw before in your film review. But you can say that here. The cast scenes, for example, are the famous X and Y. Let's go to the plot or to the summary. The film revolves around. So this is the beginning of the body. And right after this, from here to the full stop that we have here, all of this is the story of the movie. The film revolves around the story of a man named Andy who is accused of killing his wife and her lover, although he did not commit that crime. He is sentenced to life in prison. However, because Andy believed that he did not murder his wife and her lover, he managed to escape from prison. Finally, he gets his freedom. This is the story that changes from one person to another. Now the conclusion. To be honest, to sum up, in my opinion, as far as I am concerned, this movie is fabulous. This movie is extraordinary. This movie is beautiful. This movie is awesome. It teaches, because here we have the justification of my opinion. My opinion about the movie is that it is fabulous. Why fabulous? Because it teaches amazing moral lessons about friendship, love, and freedom. You can say, so I recommend it to all my family, to all my friends, to all the people of my age, etc., etc. So this is all about film review. Thank you. And sorry, before we finish this, if you want to write about a film review, a lot of students are going to ask this question: is it compulsory or is it obligatory, for example, to mention real names? No. For example, you can just imagine names of actors. You can imagine a movie. It's not necessarily, for example, to be a real movie that you watch it. Suppose that you don't have television at home. You don't like movies. So, in our national exam, you have a writing about a film review. What are you supposed to do? To tell them I don't watch movies? No. You have to imagine a story. But what is important is to stick to what we saw here. This is the most important part. It's the title in the introduction, plus name of the director, plus the type of movie, plus the date. Then you are the main actors, if you can say so. Then to the body, you have the plot or summary of the movie. And finally, you have conclusion, in which you include your opinion, and you can justify your opinion. Then recommendation. To whom do you recommend this movie? And advice, for example, for the plot or summary of the story, you can check that from the internet. You get a small summary of a movie and you do your own writing or your own film review then. Thank you so much, everybody here.